In physics, mechanica studies the motion of bodies. According to the physical characteristics of the material, the theories are met mainly in classical mechanics. An accurately describes most of the mechanical phenomena directly observable in our daily life. Statical mechanics. It studies the equilibrium condition of a material body, or the condition necessary for a body initially at rest remains in balance even after the intervention of external action of those forces. Quantum mechanics is a physical theory that describes the behavior of the radiation, matter, and their interaction, in particular the phenomena typical of the scales of length or energy atomic and subatomic particles. Theory of relativity. Relativity is the application of mathematical transformation to the description of phenomena in the transition between the two systems of reference in relative motion. The expression theory of relativity is used to refer to the theory of special and general relativity developed by Einstein. The mechanics includes various disciplines of the dynamics, the part of mechanics that studies the motion of body and its causes. The complete studies of the mechanics also include the static and kinematic. The static is the branch of mechanics that deals with the equilibrium of rigid bodies subjected to the action of force, constraints, and friction. The kinematic is the branch of mechanics that deals with the study of the motion of bodies regardless of the force that produced them. The dynamic principles have been laid down by Isaac Newton, and there are three. First principle, or the principle of inertia. Second principle, or fundamental law of dynamics. Third principle, or principle of action and reaction. Fourth principle of dynamics. A body tends to keep its state of rest or of uniform rectilinear motion until an external force acts to change that state. An example is the inertial flight probe space. In the space there isn't the viscous friction, so a moving object keeps its motion to infinity. I was looking for a breath of life, a little touch of heavenly light. The machine on the inclined plane of wood, in the first case, stops earlier than the second because in the first case the carpet hinders the motion of the machine with the friction. Second principle of dynamics. The force is equal to product of mass and acceleration. The second principle is valid only in the initial reference system.
A ruler, a glass, a coin, a card. Three equal coins, a card. Ma non lo ripeto.
In both experiments, the coin, in the second experiment the central one, does not move together with the card because from the second law of motion, the currency tends to stay still in its state of rest to stop. Third principle of dynamics. If a body A with a force acting on a body B, B also exerts a force on the body A, the two forces have the same module, the same direction, opposite directions. The third principle of dynamics is used for the propulsion of missiles. The following experiment is the representation of propulsion of missiles, when the balloon is very forcibly pushed the air out of its entrance. Another example. The blue car undergoes an initial force that sets it in motion and they push up against the wall and go back for the third law of motion.